Okay, so Jimmy22 here, and I want to talk about this year and last year. Well, first last year, because it wasn't my year. It started off, looking like it could be my year. Like it was from a distance, it looked good, but once I really got in there, I found out that no, that was a mirage. I wasn't really seeing anything good. It was sand. It was all sand. I didn't do anything. So first off, where did that year go wrong? Well, let's first talk about what the year should have looked like. And what it should have looked like was me with a list of 7 resolutions, checking off each resolution one at a time. This is not the case. This was nowhere near the case. And I think it all comes down to just one thing that happened. One thing, and I'll get to that later. But my 7 resolutions were: 1, write and publish a novel. Now I've written novels before. I've written actually quite a few novels before. They were all terrible, and that's because I don't edit. So when I say write, I mean begin the novel, edit it, and get it published. And at some point after it's published, like it's got a hardcover or softcover, or paperback, digital. People buy it, and I make money off of it. Hopefully they read it, but as long as they buy it, I'm okay with that. And I did not do any real writing this year. I mean last year. I mean in 2018. Hardly any. I wanted to, but yeah, hardly any. So published novel, first thing I failed at. I was supposed to start going back to school in 2018. I actually I had signed up and gone to orientation and everything, and so I was all set. It was just a matter of picking out the classes, which is actually a lot more of a pain in the ass at a university than in a community college. But I was set. I was gonna start, but that one problem I mentioned earlier, that got involved, and like that happened literally right before I started going to school. Like before before I signed up for my classes, that's when that issue happened. And so the fifth resolution, well, we're going down. So the next resolution I want to talk about is I wanted to read a lot more. And I at that point I had been reading fairly well. I read 2 or 3 books a month, sometimes more, sometimes less. The average is three books a month. And so what happened with the other ones wasn't so much what affected this resolution. And what it was is I'm very, very bad at doing things that I need to do. Like adulting is hard to me. I don't know how people adult, but I'm terrible at adulting. And so I wear glasses. And I mean they do some good, but mine broke, and I couldn't just go and get another prescription because my prescription had been outdated since, I want to say, for like 8-9 years. I haven't had a prescription. I haven't gone back to get my exam for a prescription. And the thing is, if you need glasses and you want to read more, it's hard. So yeah, that I failed at that too. So the closest resolution that I came to fulfilling was I wanted to walk my dogs every day. And I almost did this. I can't remember what happened in August. I want to say that it was busy at work and I was just tired all the time. So I think I missed like 2 days or 3 days, which doesn't sound that bad. It's like, yeah, you walk the dogs 362 days a year. And a lot of times I walked them twice a day. Like when I opened and I closed early enough and the weather was nice enough, I walked them twice a day. So I walked them over 365 times. It's just I didn't walk them every day. And that's because I was tired. And again, this goes to the one change that kind of like, I don't want to say screwed me over, but it sort of made the other stuff difficult. But yeah, I failed at walking them every day of a year. Make more friends. I'm not exactly a social person per se, like anybody who knows me would if they were asked to say something, they'd be like, no, he's not social. He's not social at all. He's not even close. And I'm not. And I can get along with people, and I can laugh, and I can people who they're like, no, he's not terrible to be with. but I don't go out there. I don't try to make friends. And 2018 wasn't terrible in this regard because it was a mixed bag because I lost a good friend. I don't know. I still don't know what happened. I'll probably do a video about that, but I don't know what happened. She just kind of like cut off, and that sucked. But then I actually in around I think August or October I made two really good friends. I mean, really good. Like we talk all the time. We text. We hang out. I haven't hung out with anybody since. I want to say really hung out with anybody since 2014. Like I have friends where I can message and joke around, or I see them at work and we talk. But I mean, actually go out of the way to meet them and to hang out with them. So, okay, that was 2018's highest point. And the final thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to lose weight. I wanted to get in shape. I am already a shape. It's round. It's very round, very fuzzy. Not pleasant to look at or be at, and I'm always tired. And yeah, I didn't lose weight. In fact, I gained weight. For the longest time, I was 235. And my ideal weight, I think, by my height is like 180, 190. So I'm for the longest time, I've been like 50 pounds overweight. But I think I might have hit the 65 to 70 mark. Because the last time I checked myself, and this is a while ago, and I've got into some bad habits since then, I was at 250. So yeah, I'm at least 70 pounds overweight. I'm tall, so it doesn't look that bad, and it's all like right here in the gut and a little bit in the cheeks. But no, I did not. I have not lost weight at all. And okay, so that's 2018. And what happened? The main thing that happened with most of these things is because I didn't have time, or I was tired, or the worst thing around was available to me. And what happened was I finally got full time at my job. I've been working where I'm working at for about 10 years. And so finally, like right before school started, the store manager said, "Hey, do you want full time? I can give you full time." And I'm like, yeah, I should get it because this is an opportunity. There's people who have been there longer that they don't get that opportunity. So I got it. And, once you get full time, you're always tired. You don't have time. I open and close sometimes. Most weeks I open and close, or I'll close and then open. My days off are never together. So you're tired. And then I got to get stuff to eat. So, and since I finally had money, I would buy a lot of this isn't good, but this is the truth. I spend like $60 a month on cupcakes, like these $3 cupcakes, which are delicious. And I spend at least like another 240 eating out. So, yeah, I hate to say this, but what really screwed me up is finally getting full time. And again, full time, they tell you if you don't have the hours, you can lose full time. So I didn't go to school that semester, which was the beginning of the year. So yeah, that's all those things, if not, were at least directly impacted by having full time. And none of these things were helped by having full time. So, yeah, that was my 2018. I did okay in one thing, I did okay in another, and I failed like 4 or 5 other things. But you know what? That's 2018. That's done. That's gone with. That's the past. I'm not gonna let it like screw me up, or I'm not gonna live in that failure. This is a new year, and it's a brand new start. And to kind of like symbolize how serious I am, I don't know if anybody's seen like previous videos, because it's been a long time. I had my hair like super long and in a ponytail, and I haven't had a haircut in over 10 years. So it was, and I don't take care of my hair, so it was like just dead weight. And I decided, you know what? New year, new beginning. That's gone. I'm not sure how I like this, and my head's still cold, but you know what? New year, new beginning. So for 2019, I have 11 resolutions. And they all kind of come down to, I think, the number one resolution. Like once I get that, I think it'll go by a lot smoother. But you never know. Like once I get to that first one, it might just kind of like completely screw everything up. But I'm the way I look at it, that's the one that's gonna really nail it in the new year. Okay, so my second resolution for 2019 is I want to read more books. I want to read at least one book a week. And I mean, it's going to be kind of hard because I still haven't gone to the eye doctor, but I mean, I'm going to do it this year. I plan on doing it before April and get my prescription. And in fact, the book I'm reading now is Constance Verity. And so hopefully I'll be able to finish this, on time, and then I'll do a review. Maybe I'll do book reviews just to keep me motivated. And yeah, second resolution is read a book a week. Third year's resolution is I need to learn to drive. I want to learn to drive. I kind of have to learn to drive. And before I didn't really care about learning to drive because, I don't go anywhere. And, for the times that I do really, really need to be somewhere, like for work, that's like a 30-minute walk. And I usually get rides from my parents. But as 2018 came to a close, I realized that there's places I want to go. It might not just be because of those places, but because I have these two amazing friends that I want to hang out with them as much as possible. And they're real cool. So sometimes they'll meet me or they'll come give me a ride and give me a ride home. But I want to be able to return the favor, and to do that, I do need to learn to drive. And the reason why I haven't learned till now, aside from I don't really need to, is it's scary. Oh my gosh, it's horrifying. I don't know if any of you ever looked up the statistics for driving and car crashes and accidents and all that problems. And don't, especially if you're thinking of learning, but you're kind of worried. Don't. But yeah, it's bad. Driving is dangerous. And then I have my dad and my sister. They tell me things like, yeah, it's sometimes you don't even pay attention. You're driving and you just go somewhere and you get there. It's like 45 minutes away. I'm like, no, I don't want to black out while I'm behind, tons of metal going 60 miles per hour. No. But I don't know how to avoid that. I guess just being in the moment. I don't know. But yeah, that's my other my next resolution is learning to drive. I want to get into shape. This year I'm going to do it. I'm going to get into shape. And it's not going to be a circle shape. It's going to be either a straight shape or rectangle-ish, triangle-ish. More triangle, that would be desired, but just not circle. No more circle. And this goes back to saving more money and just eating better. It's cheaper to buy vegetables than meat. It's cheaper to buy fruits and vegetables than a $3 cupcake. So yeah, I want to eat healthier and I want to exercise more, both of which I think would be accomplished by my number one resolution, or at least helped. And that's just because number one, it takes money, so I have less money to buy food with. And number two, it's close. It's distance isn't going to be much of a factor. And you by hearing that, you all probably already figured out what it is. But yeah, that's another resolution: is get in shape. Ideally, 200 pounds. I know my ideal weight is 180, but I'm going for 200 pounds. Get out of my comfort zone. And I mean, like, really out of there. Like, I have a box here, and you can't see it. But if you try to, hey, shake my hand, you're going to hit, a box and a solid object because you're not allowed to pass it, because I don't want anybody passing it. Either that or, depending on how hard you do it, you're going to, damage your screen. But yeah, no, I have a very, very comfortable comfort zone that I don't like getting out of. And I feel like anxious or whatever. I'm not in an area where I'm used to being. And this applies to everything. Like in media, I tend to just like fantasy, comedy, science fiction, some horror, but like if it's drama or if it's like really like Saw, I can't do it. Going to new places, like just going there, like not just by myself, kind of freaks me out. Like I have to have everything real, that I know exactly what's going to go on. And if it's not, it kind of like I get stressed out. And yeah, just get beyond that comfort zone. Maybe I know to do that. That's just like the hardest one to quantify for me. But I guess it's just like seeing movies I wouldn't normally see, reading things I wouldn't normally read, going to places that just seem out there for me. Maybe taking long trips, because I haven't had a road trip for about 5-6 years. My family would go to Comic-Con. I went. I hated it. I absolutely despised it. I will never go again. But maybe something else. Yeah, just break out of that comfort zone, try new things, new foods. And so my next resolution is I want to write more. And not just like random writing, like, okay, I have an idea, sit down and just start writing it, which is important too, but I want to actively become better at writing. And by doing that, I want to like I want to do a writing exercise every day. More if possible, but at least one writing exercise every day. And usually this is going to be after I walk my dogs. I get up at 5, walk my dogs, take a shower, and then I'll write. And I'm still trying to figure out how to do this because I've already done 2 days. And so far what I do is I read it the day before and I kind of have it in the back of my mind. And then as I get closer to actually having to sit down and do the exercise, I start panicking more. And as I panic more ideas start forming in my head. But yeah, I want to do that, if not every day, at least 6 days a week. So that would be 313 writing exercises throughout the year. Okay, that's another resolution, is write more, practice writing. Okay, so this is a big one. And this one I know I can do. I know I can do it. I just have to force myself to do it. And that is, I want to, walk my dogs every day. Every day. None of this, oh, I'm too tired, or I have the flu, or, it's cold outside, it's wet outside, there's a 40 miles. Well, if it's a danger to them, I'm not going to walk them. But if it's like, okay, I have a flu and it's raining, I can walk them. And I know I can because I've done it before. I've gotten yelled at by people who know me and care about me, but I've done it before and I'll do it again. So yeah, walk my dogs every day. Every day. They're huskies and they deserve a walk. And so next resolution is I want to do these. I want to do more YouTube videos. They've always seemed fun, and I think they would do a lot for confidence and patience and technical skills and creativity. And there's just a lot to gain from it. And especially if I want to be a writer and I want to have practice, talking to people or talking to books or going to signings or something, I need to get over my social fears. And I think YouTube is as good a place as any to start. Because I know there's going to be criticism, I know there's going to be watching, but I also know that I'm not going to experience it like firsthand. So hopefully that starts. And I'm taking steps, like I'm doing this video first day of the year, and I bought a camera. It's a Canon, which apparently, and this is coming from a journalist, if you want to buy a camera, and you have no idea, like you don't know the best types or anything like that, and you're so overwhelmed, it's just get a Canon. That's what my sister's in journalism. She's like, just get a Canon. That's the best brand. I'm like, okay, well then, I'll take your word on it because I have no idea what to do. But yeah, I got some accessories and stuff, so hopefully this will help. Okay, so this is the big one. This is the second, a big one. And this is something that I've been wanting to do since, I want to say 18, 19. Like this is something that I've always wanted to do. And like I said, I can do it. I just, part of it. And okay, publish a novel. Write and publish a novel. Last year I tried it, the year before. That's been a New Year's resolution for at least 11 years, 11, 12 years. That's been one of my major New Year's resolution. And it's this year's resolution too, is write and publish a novel. And I can write, and I can come up with an idea and write. I just need to start get into the habit of editing. Because anybody who really writes, will tell you that the magic is not in the first draft. The magic is not in the second draft. The magic is going to be as you sit down and edit it and make it readable and everything. I think Albert Camus said, don't show anybody a first draft. That's like showing somebody an unborn fetus. It's not done. And so, yeah, like I can do all the first drafts I want, but unless I get good at editing, I'm not going to be able to publish the novel. So, yeah, write and publish and edit a novel. That's the second biggest one. And the first biggest one, the main one, is I need to get my own place. I want to live in my own place, an studio apartment. I can afford it with the full time I'm getting, because I'm not gonna mess with that. And it's not that I'm not happy where I'm at. I actually like where I'm at. It's just there's sometimes where it doesn't have that kind of freedom. Like I don't have a door, so I had to jury rig some stuff over here, and just to be able to have some silence so I can talk here. Sometimes my family, my mom and my brother like to stay up and watch TV, and they're down the hall. And again, I don't have a door, so I can hear them. I mean, people are allowed. Like my parents are like, yeah, you can just bring whoever you want, but it's not the same. And again, if I'm by myself, maybe I'll be able to say, okay, I'm going to sit down and write, or I'm going to sit down and eat healthy, or I'm not going to have money to buy unhealthy things, or I can go to sleep whenever I need to, like just a bunch of stuff. And that's what I'm hoping that getting my own place is going to do. Is like I'm not going to have the distractions. I'm going to be able to make more choices. I'm going to have more control. And the apartments I've been eyeing are actually like 5 minutes from the gym I go to. So yeah, that's kind of the number one is getting my own place, and it should help for everything. Except it's kind of tricky, trying to save money and then having your own place. But again, bill wise, it's because I don't take care of myself and I'm not financially responsible that I have so much financial woes. And I'm hoping that by the beginning of May or the end of April, I'll be able to have my own place. That's the plan. So yeah, those are my goals for 2019, and really hoping that I come close to doing most of them. I mean, of course, ideally I finish all of them, but if not, then I want to have close. Like I want it to be like neck and neck with failure. Like it's the kind of closeness where they're gonna have to do it photo replay just to see. Oh no, failure won, but barely. Like I really gave failure a run for its money. But yeah, 2019, and I'm ready for it. So until next time, this is Jimmy22 signing out.